Hey everybody, Happy New Year, Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday as well, whether it's Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. Hope everybody had a wonderful time. And for those of you who may have experienced loneliness or this time of year is difficult for you, we're thinking about you and hope things get better. In the meantime, we've got some old and new friends to introduce you to. These two ladies, we've got Oompa Loompa and Veruca. Veruca. I mispronounced that. So these two, I believe they're a year and a half, and they were owner relinquishes. We're still getting to know them because they came in not too long ago. They're currently separated because we are just waiting for their fecal results. Hopefully they're clear. I believe we should know tomorrow morning, and then we'll see how they do out in the Gen Pop area. But really sweet babies. Seem like best friends. Hold on. Who's snoring? It's William. Look at this guy. I hope you can hear him. This is William. Sorry. He worked a very long shift today, apparently. William is 5 years old. He was a stray. You can't really see it here. Oh, he's dreaming. You can't see from here, but he did come in with a bit of a skin issue, just kind of dry and scaly. It has since gotten better. There's still a couple patches where the fur hasn't completely come back in. We don't think it'll be anything that's a long-term issue. Sometimes when they're strays, a lot of times their skin kind of gets bad from flea dermatitis and just being out in the elements. We put him on we did some medicated baths for him and did some good medication. And of course, he's on the Just Food for Dogs diet, which has made a huge difference. William is really good with other dogs, but I will say when we had him in the Gen Pop area, he was quite a humper, and so he wasn't neutered at the time either, so that was a big part of it. But he really kind of upset some of the other kids, and I don't want to say fights, but some disagreements broke out, and so we had to separate him often. So we thought, just for everybody's safety and sanity, we'll give him his own room. He has since been neutered, but he's actually pretty content being in his own space. He would do great in a home with a dog that's close in age to him, or as the only kiddo, whichever works for you. So that's our friend William. Shaloo, hello, how are you? Happy New Year. Lisa, I know, doesn't he look so peaceful? That tongue out? His tongue's usually out, but he's still so cute. His next door neighbor, this is Kodak. I'm sorry, I'm just checking my notes to make sure I give you the right information here. Kodak is 2 years old. He was an owner relinquish. He also, like William, was in the Gen Pop area. He just was a little too rambunctious for the kids because he also is a serial humper. So, and it really upset a couple of the boys in there. So we separated him. He's been in his own room now for a couple days. Once he gets neutered, I'm sure he'll be fine to go back and hang out with his friends. But for now, he's in his own space. I personally am still getting to know him because he came in just about a week or two ago. But really sweet, friendly boy as far as humans are concerned. And I think he would do well in an active home, actually. He's got a lot of energy, and he's still 2, so he has youth on his side. There he is. William's cracking me up. Okay, we'll see our friend Riff. I'm sorry, you guys always come to you when the kids are in their food comas after dinner. Well, this is Rift. Rift is about 8.5 years old. He was an owner surrender. He's been in and out of the pubble a few times. If you've been following us for a while, I'm sure you've seen him come and go. He really is such a wonderful little boy. The only thing is he's just not great with other dogs. We've tried him in homes with other dogs. He's also been in a home, I believe, that had younger children, and that also would not be ideal for him. So he would need to be the only dog in the home, no young children. He sometimes can present is not his best self when adopters come. So if you are interested in Rift, just know that you might need to visit him once or twice, and his decompression time once he gets home might be a little longer than normal. We usually say average is about anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, but some kiddos take a little longer than that, especially Rift, because he's been bounced around so much. We think Riff might have some slight sight impairment. I do notice when I come in here to see him, when he looks at me, it doesn't seem like he fully sees me. He is on eye medication, which 2 medications twice a day, which would be for life. But he's so sweet. When I come in here, he lets me kind of roughhouse with him. He lets me rub his belly. He's very playful for 8.5. So he just needs that one family or that one person who just kind of understands him and understands his needs, and just give him a little time and patience. So that's our friend Rift. Oops, I dropped my paper, you guys. Hold on. Oh, Shalou, I'm glad you're catching the live today. I remember back in the day when Jesse and I did them together. We'd see you a lot. So glad to have you here. Next door to Rift, you guys, is our friend Snap, who is sleeping. Snap is 6 years old. 6 years young, I should say. He was an owner surrender, kind of like Riff. He's been bounced back and forth a couple times. Riff would definitely need to go to an only dog home. We've tried him a couple times in the Gen Pop area, and it just didn't work out. So he would definitely need to go to an only dog home. Riff does have a little, how can I say, his gait is a little off in his back legs. Doctor thinks that it was due to a trauma experienced early on in his life. As of right now, there's nothing that needs to be done for it, no corrective surgery, anything like that. Just know that as he gets older, he may become more arthritic in the back legs and possibly experience hind end weakness, which isn't too unusual for pugs generally. But as of right now, Snap is great. He's got great use of his back legs. I took him for a walk a couple days ago, and he was almost walking me. So he's got a lot of energy. He gets around just fine on his. There he is. Hi, Papa. Oh, Papa. He looks so good in yellow. Anyway, lots of energy for this kid. Super sweetheart. Just needs a little understanding and time, like our friend Rift. But that's Snap. Let's see, did I get everybody? Yes. Head over and see our friend Becky G. Here she is, sleeping. So Becky G just had a procedure done, and I'm going to try to say all this as correctly as I can. She had some saccules removed, which were impeding her breathing. Those of you, again, who follow us, remember Becky kind of has like that laboring sounding breathing. So we had some saccules removed. That seems to have helped her. To her dismay, she is on a diet. Doctor wanted to see her lose a few pounds to continue to help her breathing. So she's getting less food than she usually does. Still getting enough though, you guys. She's still getting a full meal. Just a little less than she's used to, and we're incorporating other things like some vegetables in there for her as well, to help keep her full. Becky G, like most of the kids over here in the VIP neighborhood, is absolutely not good with other dogs. We've had her in Freebird several times. We've tried her in Gen Pop a couple times, and she's just not happy when she sees other dogs getting attention. So Becky G would need to go to her own home, where she's the only dog. She would also need to have a pretty quiet life. In in the sense of not too much activity. She gets excited easily, which then kind of sets off the breathing for her. And nothing specific happens. She just gets really short of breath. So she would need to have a less active home. But I think Becky G would do great with somebody who either works from home or is retired or is home a lot. And someone who likes to go outdoors. I think she would do wonderful in a stroller. I think she would have a great time. So that's our friend Becky G. And I don't think I told you her age. She is 4 years old. 4 years young. Okay, let's see if those cankles are still... Yes! Okay, you guys. Look at these cankles. I say this every time. I love pug cankles, you guys. Look how cute. Oh my god. Okay. These brothers here. Oh, look at him. Kane has his hand on brother. That's sweet. Okay, so this is Kane and Abel. We've got Kane here and Abel. They were both owner relinquished. They are bonded, so they must go to a home together. Kane is 10, Abel is 7. Wonderful boys, you guys. They were pretty shy when they first got here, specifically Kane. He was really apprehensive. But as they decompress here, they start coming around and understand they're in a safe space where they're very much loved. And so now they kind of run to the gate when we come into the pen to see them. And I think Kane kind of follows Abel. And so when he saw that Abel was relaxed and, you know, happy to see humans, Kane started trusting the space a little more. So these two wonderful boys get along great with other dogs. Look at that little tongue. Oh my gosh. They get along great with other dogs. Obviously they're in the Gen Pop area. Awesome kiddos. I think they just recently had their wellness exam. I think they both just need dentals. But aside from that, I think their exam was pretty much unremarkable. So they would be a great pair to have in your home. So, and who can resist cankles? Ah. Next door to these handsome boys, we've got Orly. Mama. Oh, she's sleeping. Okay. Well, this is Orly. Orly is almost 2 years old. I believe Orly may be one of our longest citizens here. Maybe tied with Poppy. By the way, I'm sure you noticed in VIP, Fiero was missing. Fiero went home, you guys. Can you believe it? I did the adoption for him and his new mom and human brother. Super sweet. He just kind of, once he understood that these people were here to see him, he just kind of went to them and was loving on them. And so we're so thrilled. We were hoping for a Christmas miracle and we got it. So Fiero went home. So now, Fiero was our longest resident. So now we've got Orly here. Orly, like I said, is about 2 years old. Orly, you can see that front hand there. She's got a little bit of a scar. Her arm is deformed. We're not sure how that happened. But she gets around great. We had talked to the doctor about would amputation be best for her, and because it's not painful, it's not causing her any issues, doctor has told us pretty much just leave it be. There she is. Orly. Hi, Mama. So Orly, kind of like Rift, doesn't always present well when adopters come. We had a family that came, I believe, last week to see her, and it just didn't it didn't go like we had hoped, because she gets a little nervous. She has a little bit of stranger danger. So if you are interested in Orly, again, just like Rift, just know you might need to visit her once or twice. But she really is, under like the defensive exterior, a wonderful little girl. She's great with other dogs. I will say she is kind of like an alpha personality, so if there is another dog in the home, it probably would be best if that dog was a little more submissive. But a dog around her age would be great so she could play. Other than that, Orly's pretty cool. She's been here a long time. Let's see, we've got Zucchini and Rocket. They're both adopted. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys. Lenny. Our friend Lenny. Everyone knows how much I love this boy. I love all the kids, but it's hard not to have a couple favorites. My friend Lenny is one of my favorites. Sleeping. You can't see it really well. Oh, there he is. Okay, he looks like a baby seal. I love his baby seal face. Hi, Papa Bear. Oh, good stretch, Lenny boy. So Lenny has some hind end weakness. He kind of ice skates when he walks, and it's so cute, you guys. So Lenny would not be the best partner for long romantic walks on the beach, but he would be happy with long romantic stroller rides on the beach. So if you have a stroller, you can just plop him in there and take him with you. This guy is awesome. Look at that little tongue. Oh no, he hit it, Lenny. Oh goodness. Lenny is great with other kiddos. He loves being around these guys, especially when they're playing. Hold on, you guys. I think my microphone is... Hold on. Oops. Okay, can you hear me okay? I think my microphone was starting to lose power. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Anyway, our friend Lenny, he's 8.5. He was an owner relinquished because he was pottying in the house. And part of that is due to him not having much, losing some muscle and ability in the hind end. So we do express poop and pee for him. And it's very easy. We can show you how to do it. I've had 2 expression kiddos in my life, and it just really becomes second nature, very easy. You do want to make sure that you are expressing several times a day, though, because it's not unusual for kiddos like Lenny to get UTIs. So obviously you want to keep them comfortable. So keeping them expressed on a schedule is the best thing for them. I love this guy so much. He's so sweet. Sometimes I'll shout his name from across the room. He's probably tired of me always screaming at him in a good way, telling him how much I love him. I'm sure he gets tired of it, because sometimes he'll just look at me with this look on his face like, lady, what do you want now? I can't help it. I love him. That's our friend Lenny. Next door to him, we have our friend Mr. Universe. If you remember, Mr. Universe came in with Pink. She, I think, was our first out of 4 mamas to give birth. They had 8 babies. Mr. Universe was an owner relinquished. When he first got here, he was very scared, very timid. He did try to bite us once or twice. But as they decompress and know that they're in a safe space, he's really come around. He lets us love on him, lets us pick him up and kiss on him. I will say Mr. Universe can jump pretty high. So it's kind of hard to tell, but we have these gates around the pens. I'm 5 foot tall, and so when I stand next to one of these pens, they kind of push into my hip. If that gives you kind of an idea of how tall these pens are. He jumps over them. So he definitely would need to have a home with secure, backyard, secure fencing, walling, because he has some escape artist tendencies. Other than that, Mr. Universe gets along well with other dogs. Sometimes he can be a little bossy towards them, so we've had to break up some tiffs here and there with him kind of being at the center of them, but nothing too serious where anybody was injured. So that's our friend Mr. Universe. Oh, you guys, you've got Wizard next to them. This little boy is so sweet. Wizard is about 1.5 years. He was a stray. Let me see if I can get in there so you can, he's got his face hidden. So Mr. Universe is a very tiny boy. He was very thin when he got here. You could see his ribs. He's still a little on the thinner side, but we do feed him 3 times a day, so he's getting lunch, and that has been helping putting the weight on him. He's got pretty bad knees though, you guys. He looks like he's got to me looks like luxating patella, and what that is the kneecaps turn outward instead of facing forward, and so it causes them to kind of be in a squat position as they walk. Doctor feels that he's young enough that we could do that corrective surgery for him, but I will tell you, I have seen this little boy run with these crazy knees, so he's definitely acclimated, as these pugs so incredibly amazingly always do. But he's great with other dogs. He's a little shy still, so sometimes, like when I go to pet him or to pick him up, he kind of like trots away, because I don't know if he's been abused before, but he's definitely slowly but surely coming around, and lets us give him loves and kisses. So that's our friend Wizard. I'm sorry you can't see his face better. Okay, next in the pug pile we've got Boots McGee. Oh, this guy is so handsome too. Bootsy, hi Boots. You sleeping? Oh yeah, he's sleeping. So Boots McGee, he's 7 years old. He was being given away by his owner on Pet Finder. Here he is. Look at that handsome face. Oh, a belly. He's got a belly. So Boots McGee, he does have some growths on him, as you can see. He's got a couple here. He's got one on the inside of his leg. I will tell you, full transparency, our doctor thinks it's possibly mast cell. However, don't let that scare you too much. Doctor thinks that they can get pretty clear margins. Once they get those margins, they take samples and just to see what we're really dealing with. But usually if they can get them, it's not, I don't want to say usually, the chances are, you know, most of the time good, if they can get the clear margins, that the kiddos are good for a while. So I know mast cell scares people, but I'm telling you, this little boy is so wonderful. He's so awesome, and any time that you do get with him would definitely be worth taking him home. Boots is great with other kiddos. I will say, I think he would probably do best either in an only dog home or with another kiddo who's very mellow. I feel like sometimes he gets a little overwhelmed when the kids get a little rambunctious. So, can we see your face, sweetheart? I'm gonna just pick you up so we can show the peoples. Can we show the peoples? There, oh no, oh goodness, okay. Belly time. Anyway, Boots is a wonderful boy. Try to get his face. There he is. Bootsy. Oh, he's so sweet, you guys. And that's our friend Boots. Here's Mr. Universe. Hi, Papa. Who else do we have over here? Look at this little one passed out. Let me do some check-ins because I think I'm getting behind. Hold on one second, guys. Let's see. Carolyn Duro, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Happy New Year to you. Shalou, yes. It's crazy because right before dinner, the kids are wild and they're getting hangry and they're yelling at us. And then as soon as the food goes down, they're all passed out and quiet. Like somebody flipped a switch. Let's see. Dana Zamora, hello. Teresa Juarez, hello. How are you? Let's see. Juliet Walker checking in. Claudia. Oh gosh, I don't want to butcher your last name. Is it Daggio? Daggio? We've got Daisy Sandoval checking in. Oh, Shalou, thank you for letting me know I can be heard. Thank you so much. Let's see, we got CC Chu checking in. Crystal Bremkamp, hello. Hi. I know you know what? We used to do live every Friday. And then my schedule changed and things just got kind of crazy around here. So I try to get in every Tuesday if I can. But thank you for joining us. Let's see. Oh, Allison. Oh, Sheldon. You know what, Allison? Sheldon is in ISO right now. He's not feeling well. Actually, he went in there because he had a little bit of a cough, but when we walked him at 6, he seemed pretty good. I'll try to sneak in there so she can see him. Let's see, Kristen Clark, yeah, Boots. Boots, isn't he cute? Oh, Shalou, I was thinking about you with Boots. When Bootsy came in, I was like, oh, Shalou. Let's see, Ann Choi, hello. From Frank and Daisy, hello. Brandy Fisher, Happy New Year to you. Hello, Hua, how are you? Let's see. Oh, Claudia, thank you. Thanks for letting me know I got your last name right. I always feel bad if I mispronounce someone's last name. Deborah Slaybaugh and Bebop, hello. Gloria, is it Setch? Gloria Setch? You guys, thank you for the check-ins. I love having you here with me and the kids. Great to see all of you. Let's see here. We've got our friend Granger, who is fast asleep. Granger is 5 years old, owner relinquish. Oh, sweetheart. Granger came out of separation not too long ago, meaning we just got the fecal results not too long ago. So I personally am still getting to know Granger. I will say he does have a lot of energy, so he would do well in an active home. Do well with a home with another canine friend as well, so that they can play. Earlier today, I think him, Mr. Universe, Abel, and I think Fraser, they were all playing tug of war with one of the toys. So it was quite entertaining to watch them play. He's a great little boy. I think he would do great in any home, honestly. That's Granger. And then back here, our friend Fraser is still here, you guys. He's snoring. Oh, shoot, I missed it. Hi, sweetheart. I didn't mean to wake you. I just wanted to come see your handsome face. Let me back up so you can see better, you guys. So that's Fraser. Fraser is 9 years old. He came to us as a stray. I'm going to say he's 9 years old on paper. His energy, for me, is more like a 4 or 5 year old boy. He loves to play. He's so good with other kiddos. I think, just like Granger, he would really benefit being in a home with another dog to play with. He does crave human attention a lot, so, but I've never seen any sort of, like jealousy or anything like that kind of behavior. So I think he would make a really good cuddle buddy too. If you want to curl up on the couch for a good movie, I think he would be very much excited about that. But Fraser, he's a cool boy. I'm surprised that he's still here because he's just such a wonderful kid and got that classic pug face. He's very sweet, you guys. That's our friend Fraser. He's a little bit of a snorer too. Oh my gosh, William, he's still snoring. I don't know if you can hear him. Let's head into the Freebird area so you can see some of our friends in here. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's Candy Corn. She's in the same place she was on the last live. Oh goodness, this is Candy Corn. Look at those teeps, you guys. The greatest teeps. So Candy Corn, like a lot of these kiddos, came in pretty nervous and scared, understandably. She's 10 years old, came in as a stray. Candy Corn is here in the Freebird area because she was getting picked on out in Gen Pop. So we brought her in here. One thing I will say about Candy Corn, she's a wonderful little girl, but she does resource guard. And when it comes to beds, she does not like sharing beds. So if you happen to adopt her and have a canine friend at home, it would be best for them to each have their own bed. She's very serious about her bed, which I completely understand. Other than that, Candy Corn's pretty mellow. Like I said, she's here in the Freebird area, and so I just kind of see her keeping to herself. So she would do well, I would say, in a home with a friend, or as the only kiddo. I just can't get over those teeths, you guys. Mama, don't be embarrassed. You got great teeths. Oh goodness, that's Candy Corn. All right, you guys, another one of my favorite kids, Meatloaf. Look at him. Oh, he's got some food on his face. I don't want to wake him. Oh. So Meatloaf is 12 years old. He, oh my gosh, you guys, he was found on a hillside, which is so heartbreaking because he doesn't have full sight. And he also, when he first got here, was not able to really use his back legs. It's amazing that these kiddos survive out in the elements all by themselves, but especially when they have these ailments on top of it. These guys are true survivors. Meatloaf, like I said, didn't have a lot of use of the back legs when he first got here. We started doing stretchies for him twice a day, and now he's walking all over the place. One of our wonderful volunteers, Misty, who is also his hippo, bought him a pair of socks, so we're very excited for that. They've got traction on the bottom to help him walk even easier. He also really does love a ride in the stroller. She's taken him out a couple times for a stroll, literally for a stroll, and he just had a great time. We, like Lenny, have to express Meatloaf. I will say Meatloaf is pretty easy to express. We express poop and pee for him. A lot of times he'll go pee on his own. But just like with Lenny, it's very important to make sure that the bladders are emptied. So even though we are seeing him go on his own, we still check to make sure that he's emptied out so he doesn't have to deal with a UTI on top of everything else. Meatloaf is great with other kiddos. My favorite thing is when dinner is taking too long to be served to him, he gets into his angry bark, and it is so cute because he really tries to be tough with that bark, but we know he's a softie. That's our friend Meatloaf, you guys. Isn't he sweet? Oh, I just love him. Let's see who else we have in here, you guys. Oh, we've got Snowy over here. Is he sleeping? Oh yeah, he's asleep. Oh no, here he is. Hi, Snow. Hi, Papa. So this is our friend Snowman, as you know. Snowman is almost 4 years old. He was a stray. He came in also pretty scared. He would kind of cower in the corner of the pen, and when we would feed him, he would bury his food under his blanket. He since has come out of that, and he loves to eat, which I understand because I love to eat too. Snowy is, for the most part, he's good with humans for the most part, but he does get nervous around people he doesn't really know. So when visitors come, he has a pretty loud bark. I've never seen him bite anyone, so that's not an issue, but the bark can be a little jarring if you're not expecting it. So again, like Orly, like Rift, he might need a visit or two if you want to adopt him, just for him to know that you're a safe person. Snowman has a hippo as well, like Meatloaf. Maggie, she's wonderful. She comes to get him once a week, and staff says that he knows his hippo visit day because about an hour before she shows up, he kind of starts barking and like pacing around the free bird area doors. So he's always happy to see her, and since he's been partnered with her, he's definitely been more approachable for us and less anxiety. So he really is a great boy. He's very treat motivated. He's very smart. He knows how to sit. He knows how to shake. I say this every time because I love it so much, but Angie, one of our employees, taught him to cha-cha. So, and at dinner time, we put the kiddos in the kitchen kennels so that they don't eat each other's food. And as soon as he hears one of those doors open, he comes running to the pen because he knows it's dinner time. So that's our friend Snowman. He's been here for a little while too, you guys. Okay, next is a handsome, handsome sweetheart by the name of Solesito. Let me get on the other side so you can see that face. He's sleeping, but still take a peek. There he is. Look at him. Like a little angel sleeping. So, Solesito came to us. He was basically, I'm not sure how to even explain this. The person that brought him to us told us that they found him and that he, I'm sorry, Marcy. Oh, thank you for rewriting that. He had been hit by a car, but apparently he had been hit by the car long enough ago that we can't do anything to really help him as far as the use of his back legs, which he has no use. He's what we call a dragger, which is why we have him in a little drag bag here, because basically what happens is they walk with the front feet and they drag the hinds, and then they get really bad rashes, sores on the inside of their thighs. It gets really painful for them, so we change his bag often. We do have to express Solesito poop and pee. This kiddo is very, very easy to express, I will say that. He's just a wonderful kiddo. When he got here, he pretty much just melted into every staff member that held him, and every staff member could not resist holding this guy. He's so sweet and so calm and just a great boy. So if you have experience with a kiddo like Solesito, where he needs to be expressed and really has no use of the back legs, you know, you kind of have a better understanding about the care for these kids. If you've never had a kiddo like Solesito, I will say it does require some extra care as far as the expressing goes, but honestly, from personal experience, it's just so worth it, and it just creates more of a bond between you and the baby. So that's our friend Solesito sleeping. Let me do check-ins again while we're here, you guys. Natalie Marie, hello, checking in with Dexter from Chicago. Lisa Horn and Hank the Mini Tank. That's cute. From Seaview, Washington. Let's see, Catherine Arnold Cadletts. Oh, I hope I pronounced that right. Adopted Lily 6 years ago. Oh, in Colorado now. Catherine, it's very hard to not want to take all these kids home. I have 2, and if I had space, I would probably have 12. It's just so hard to work here and not want to take them all home. Oh, Zoe. Hello, Zoe. Panko and Pansu. Nice to see the 3 of you here. Thank you for the check-in. Let's see. Michelle Nora, I think you're talking about Candy Corn not wanting to share her bed. I feel that way too. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Cowboy. Hi, Tom. Hi, Cowboy. Good to see you guys here. Carl, hello. How are you? checking in from Miracle Mile in Los Angeles. Amy, I don't even know. I'm just going to say hello, Amy. I don't want to butcher your last name. I'm so glad you love the calendar. I really feel like they get better and better every year. Like the color and just, and the pictures that are submitted. It's very hard to not fall in love with every kiddo whose picture's sent in. Thanks for buying a calendar. It's like a gift all year round to yourself. Okay, you guys, let's head over to our beach suite. See what those kids are up to. Probably sleeping like these guys here. Let's see. This pug pile, I love them so much. Okay. Where is everybody? Oh, here. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Look at all these kids. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them? Oh my goodness. So this sweetheart here, this is Paso. I like to call him Paso Bear. This guy is just such a sweetheart. Paso is 3 years old. He was found as a stray. Paso, I do want to let you know, has a history of seizures. So, just know that if you do adopt Paso, that will be a lifelong issue that you'll have to deal with. I will say, thankfully, we've got him on great medication right now. He's on 2 different medications. One is twice a day, one is 3 times a day, and knock on wood, we haven't had any issues for a while as far as seizures go. Here's the thing about Paso. Paso, it took him longer than most kiddos to decompress when he got here. I was the one that did his intake, and when I went to even give him food, he tried to bite. So it took him quite a while to decompress. I think even now, he's been here, oh gosh, maybe a month and a half or 2. And there's still some staff members that feel a little apprehensive around him. Paso is a wonderful, wonderful boy, but sometimes if you pick him up wrong, or like yesterday, he was being held by a volunteer, and I went to put a leash on him so that she could walk him. Something about it kind of upset him, and he turned abruptly and tried to nip. So just know that there are certain triggers bodily about him. We don't know exactly pinpointing what they are, but it's just a matter of him learning to trust you. Like I said, when he first got here, he tried to bite me when I fed him, and then he actually did bite me later on in the evening. But I'll tell you now, he is, and I say this not out of arrogance, but just so you can see the difference. Now when he sees me, he jumps up, he wants me to come in and pet him, he cries. So he just needs time and understanding and patience. Once he gets home, it's kind of going to be on his terms when he first gets there, as far as building trust with you. We have no idea what kind of history he has. My thought is because of just how upset he was. I feel like there was some mistreatment by humans at some point on him, and so I think that's just why he is triggered so easily. But wonderful little boy. He would do well in a home with another dog. He loves to play with his canine friends here. I will say, due to the seizure issue, it would be best for him to go to a home where somebody is there often, or maybe works from home or is retired, just in the event that he might have a seizure. It's better for them if there's someone there to kind of help them through it. But otherwise, like I said, great with other dogs, loves to play with toys. That little doggy back there, he was like, what is it, like he was kind of suckling on it after dinner for like an hour. And I think it just was helping to soothe him. Not that he was riled up or anything, but I think it's just a little safety thing for him. So anyway, that's our sweet friend Paso. Wonderful boy. He might, again, might be one of those kiddos that you'll need to visit once or twice. before taking him home, but definitely worth it. He's so handsome, little Paso. Side note, giving him meds is easy. He loves pill pockets wrapped in chicken, so you'll have no issues getting medicine into that boy. Let me try to scoot. Hold on a second, you guys. Let me get in there and see so you can see the kids better. There we go. Okay, let's see who else is here with him. This little sweetheart here is Snubble. Snubble is 8 years old, and she has quite a history. This sweet girl came to us maybe a week and a half ago. Let me see if I can see her better from here. There she is. So Snubble, how can I say? Snubble kind of poops a lot, kind of whenever, wherever. She, at the shelter, it was notated that she was having a lot of diarrhea, all the time. We've noticed that she still is having some diarrhea issues here, although it is starting to get better. We've got her on some good medication and good food, but our doctor thinks the reason is that there's some irritation in the colon. Like I said, right now we've got her, I think, on 1 or 2 medications, and then a special diet for like intestinal issues that we're really hoping is going to help her. Aside from the pooping issue, which we're not sure if that's something that'll ever clear up and be normal, we have no idea. But aside from that, this little love is a wonderful baby. She's great with the other kids, is just so thrilled when a human comes in to interact with her. She's just overall very, very sweet. I really think she would do well in just about any home. That's Snubble. Her pillow is Canyon. So Canyon is bonded to Sequoia, both strays. Let's see. Canyon, where is she? There she is. She's 4 years old. And then Sissy, Sequoia, is 2 years old. These ladies have a lot of personality, spicy little girls. They are pretty much like, they rule the roost over here in the beach pen. Anytime like they hear one slight sound, they're barking to investigate, and they're like getting everybody in here involved and checking out what the noise could be. Very active girls. Like I said, bonded pair. They must go to a home together. The two of them have legs kind of like wizards, so looking a bit like a luxating patella issue. But aside from that, as far as I know, they're in pretty good health, and they've been here for a little bit. So it'd be wonderful for someone to take these two little girlies home. That's Canyon and Sequoia. Let's see. Let me sneak in here so I don't wake everybody. Oh, Paso, you're awake with that handsome face. He looks like, get out of here, lady. Okay, we've got Juniper, 7 years old, came in as a stray. Isn't she sweet, you guys? Little baby girl. Uh-oh, Snubble. Uh-oh. There she is. Hi, pretty girl. So Juniper, like I said, is a stray. She's pretty quiet, you guys. As rambunctious as this pen gets, she's pretty mellow. She prefers to kind of watch everything from the sidelines, as we say around here. Pretty much keeps to herself. So I think she would do just fine in an only dog home. If you had another canine kiddo who was mellow like her, I think she would be great as well to have a friend. But she's so sweet, so loving. Sometimes when we try to feed her, she's a little picky. I think she has a little trouble. Excuse me, sweet love. Excuse me. With that tail. Sometimes she has a little trouble eating, but we have plenty of options in the kitchen and usually can get her to eat something. So But Juniper, she's a wonderful little girl. Super sweet. And sleepy. Okay, Snubby. There you are, baby girl. There's your close-up. Last kiddo in the pug pile over here is our friend Gabbler. Gabbler's 5½. He was a stray. Here he is. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Hi, Gabby. So, oh, shoot. Paso. Oh. I'm sorry, you guys. So, I'm sorry. I'm kind of being sat on by Paso here. Hold on. Let me try to regroup myself. Here we go. So, Gabbler, is blind. And you can't really see it right now because his eyes, well, eyelids are closed. Gabbler has atrophied eyes. So basically, the eyeballs are still in there, but they just sit really far back in the socket. So when his eyes are open, it's hard to explain. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just kind of like the pinky part of the eyeball is what's showing. But aside from that, obviously he's blind, but Gabbler, boy, is he just a great boy. He knows his name. As soon as I call him, like, he starts to come my way. He also has a hippo friend, Michelle, who is a wonderful lady and is so great with Gabby. Maybe it was a couple weeks ago, I saw them outside together and she was asking him to sit, and he sure did. So, great listener, great little boy, so good with other dogs. When he first came into Gen Pop, he was a little too much energy for them, but he's learned to, you know, kind of learned his volume, so to speak, and is a lot better at not invading everybody's space. So he would do wonderfully with a canine friend, especially if it was a seeing friend, to kind of show him the ropes. But I will say, you guys, I know people sometimes hear, you know, the kids are blind and they shy away, but honestly, these little ones, they acclimate so quickly and so wonderfully. It's really amazing to watch them. So I will say, I would love to say, don't let the blindness have you shy away. They're just really great kids. You'll just obviously need to be careful if you have stairs in your house. But that's Gabbler. And being bitten on the finger playfully by Paso. Okay, Papa, we gotta go on. We gotta move on, sweetheart. Let's go see our friend Carl. Hey, Carl. What you doing by yourself over here? Oh, sorry, you guys. There's poop. I'm sorry. You showing the belly? Oh, boy, he's got a belly. He got a belly. Oh, Paso. Okay, so this is Carl. Let me try to... I'm sorry, you guys. There's poop here, and I don't want you to have to look at it. Carl is 2.5 years old. Carl is an owner relinquished. He was just a little too much energy for his family. He was very, very shy when he first got here. Very nervous, but like I said, as always, they find their way out of the shyness and out of the corner and make friends. Can you come over here? Because that poop is still showing up in the... Sorry, you guys. Oh, no. Let's see if I can get his face without the poop back there. Let's see. Can you hold still, sweetheart? I just want to see your face. Carl is great with other kiddos. Loves, loves, loves to play. I will say, like Mr. Universe, his home will need to have a very secure backyard, very secure fencing, because he is quite a jumper. Just like Mr. Universe, he can leap up at the top of that fence. Other than that, great kid. Great kiddo. He's very sweet. That's Cindy Lou over there with him. Cindy Lou who? She's adopted. Don't get too attached. Okay, let's see. Check in again here. Ann Smith, great question. Why do they have harnesses on when they're sleeping? Sometimes if the kids start getting too riled up and if they, you know, try to go at each other, we've got to be able to access them quickly to break them apart. When they're sleeping, we don't normally have that issue, but sometimes the kiddos, when they're dreaming, they may kick one of the other kids, and it startles that kiddo, and then they get upset, and then they start arguing. So it's just for us to be able to easily access them if we need to. Thank you for that question. Millie, hello. Happy New Year to you. Millie Rubidoux checking in. All right, you guys. We'll go see our other 4 friends and then see about peeking in on Sheldon. Actually, our 5th friend. I'm sorry, I always forget about Wilbur because he's here in Gwen's office. He might be sleeping. Let's see. Oh no, I see him. He's awake. Wilby! Hi, sweet pea. What you doing? So you can't really see it from where he is right now, but Wilbur has what I lovingly refer to as a baby unicorn horn. Let's see if I can get a profile. Sweet boy. It's a little hard to see. Anyway, he was at one of the shelters and was fostered out because he's a younger kiddo, and the foster dropped him and he hit his head. So this is a little graphic, so close your ears for the next 30 seconds if you squirm easily. That unicorn horn, quote unquote, is some brain matter. So basically, it's wild, but he actually is a happy boy. Right now, our doctors are telling us there's really nothing to do. The surgery to fix that would be so invasive for him, and he's happy. He's content. He does have some neurologic issues in that he spins sometimes, and his balance is sometimes off. But aside from that, I mean, he's just a normal boy outside of all of that. We haven't had him really around other kiddos. He just recently came back because he was being fostered from one of our fosters, not the shelter fosters. So he's been separated, and we just do that mainly because we don't want him to play too much and possibly hit his head again. It's so cute. Gwen is looking at different helmets and hats for him, and I can't wait until we can get one on him because I know he's going to be so handsome. Well, more handsome, I should say. But anyway, Wilbur, I believe he's about 8 months old now. So if you think you might be interested in Wilbur, he will require a little extra love and care, but pug lovers, we do that anyway, right? That's our friend Wilbur. We'll go over and see our friend Poppy. Hi, Miyagi. We'll go see what Poppy's up to. She's probably sleeping. Let's see. Oh yeah, she's sleeping. There's sweet Poppy. Oh, hi, Mama. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. That's Poppy. Poppy is almost 4 years old. Poppy was found abandoned at a park. She was tied to a bench and just left there. And a lot like Meatloaf when she first got here, she didn't have any use of her back legs. We had to express her as well. We did stretchies for her. We still do stretchies. We take her out into the yard, and now she can literally run. So what a difference. She can also go potty completely by herself now, so we don't need to express her anymore. Poppy is a wonderful, wonderful girl, you guys, but she definitely needs to go to an only dog home. She absolutely is not good with other dogs. It takes her 0.2 seconds to lunge at another dog getting attention. So she really needs to go to an only dog home. I think she would do wonderfully with someone who can take their dogs to work, or somebody that works from home. She's very loving, very loyal, and would make a wonderful companion. And Poppy has been here for quite a long time as well, so definitely think about Poppy. She's also in our hippo program. Her wonderful hippo Ashley comes to get her once a week. I think they have puppuccinos every once in a while too. Pops. Here's Augustus, you guys. Augustus is pretty new to us. A year and a half years old, relinquished because there were noise complaints, I guess, about the barking. I haven't heard a peep, really, from him since he's been here. We're just waiting for him to poop for us so we can check his fecal, make sure he's clear, and then he can join Gen Pop. Because he's been over here isolated for that reason, to be truthful with you, I don't know a lot about him right now. Aside from the fact that he's handsome, but hopefully we'll get to know him better as he comes out into the Gen Pop area. Next door, we've got Willy Wonka. Look at him stretched out, you guys. Oh, sorry, there's pee back there. Ignore that. Same scenario as Augustus, still getting to know Willy Wonka. I believe same age, relinquished for the same reason, and just waiting for fecal results for both of them. Okay, we've got our friend Torta over here. Sweet Torta. Torta was found in a McDonald's parking lot with a really, really nasty injury to the arm, which, as you can see, has been removed. We have him over here by himself just so he can recover. That was a pretty obviously invasive surgery, having the whole limb removed. He's doing really well. Seems to get around on it pretty well as well. Takes him a little bit to learn that there's not an arm there for stability, but hopefully once, you know, stitches come out and everything is clear, we can bring him at least into the Freebird area and spend more time with him. But it's our friend Torta. You cutie. Oh. Okay. I'm going to sneak back into ISO, you guys, so our viewer can see Sheldon. Not sure how good of a view we'll get. Let me tiptoe in here. Let's see. He might be sleeping. Oh, yeah, he's asleep. Ooh. Oh, there he is. Hi, monkey. Hi, your mama's watching. I'm sorry, it's not a very good view because the door, if I open it, he's going to try to get out thinking he's going for a walk. But there's Shelby. Let's see if I can get this glare out of the way. There he is. He's so cute. I love this boy. Hopefully he'll be well ASAP so he can go home ASAP. But as soon as we see any signs of upper respiratory, we separate them immediately because, as you can probably imagine, stuff can run through here pretty quickly. So just for everybody's safety and well-being, we separate them right away. Okay, you guys, quick blurb about the Hippo program. Myself and our wonderful volunteer coordinator and a friend of mine, Marianne, we run the Hippo program together. So we have our volunteer program. And then once you've volunteered for a specific amount of required hours, if you want to kind of up your volunteer game, so to speak, we have the Hippo program, and it's the honorary pug program. Thank you to Shalou on here who started this wonderful program. It's been amazing, you guys. We have about 5 active Hippo members. Fiero's Hippo, Yanira, who is amazing and has been with us from the inception of this program. I think it's 6 years now. She's taking a little hiatus, which she definitely deserves. But we have 5 active members, and what happens is once you become a Hippo volunteer, we partner you with a kiddo that needs a little extra love. So someone like Poppy, who kind of gets overlooked by adopters, someone like Snap, who just needs a little help knowing that other dogs and, things are safe, things of that nature. The kiddos that need a little extra TLC, we partner you with them. And we just ask that you spend at least an hour a week with them. If you want to spend more than that, you're more than willing. Misty, who is the Hippo of Solesito and Meatloaf, she's here I think 3 days a week, hanging out with them. So we just ask for at least the 1 hour, and you can hang out in the backyard with them. You can take them, you know, like Ashley, take them out for puppuccinos as long as they don't have any diet restrictions. If you are house checked like Yanira, you can take them for a slumber party. So it's just, the program has been so wonderful. These kiddos have really thrived in it. We provide little journals so that, you know, the hippo humans can write notes about their hippo pugs. And then once that kiddo gets adopted, the journal goes home with them, and it just gives their family a little more of a peek into their personality and quirky things. So if you think you might want to be a hippo crew member, we would love to have you. Again, you do need to go through the volunteer orientation first, which we are having one, I believe, this Sunday at noon. You can register for that. Once you become a volunteer, we ask for just a certain amount of volunteer hours served. I think it's 6 to 8 hours. And then if you think that you'd like to commit to the Hippo program, you can reach out to myself and Marianne, and we'd love to get you linked up with someone. So, there's my little spiel. Let me do one more check-in, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I think we've been on almost an hour. Hi, Trisha. How are you? Good to see you. Let's see. Oh, Allison, good. Okay, good. You were there. I'm so glad you got to see little Shelby. He's a sweetheart. Michelle asked, are all the new babies in ISO also? Another great question, Michelle. So usually what happens is if we get a kiddo who comes in from the county or the city shelter, they immediately go into our ISO area, and we do that just to make sure that they don't have anything that might show up like kennel cough, which is very, very common in the shelters. So we ISO them for about 10 days, which sounds really lengthy, you guys, but sometimes it does take that long for those symptoms to manifest, and we don't want to prematurely, let me move away from this refrigerator because I feel like I'm competing with the sound. We just don't want to risk getting everybody else sick. So yes, the new kids go in there, and then like I said, little kiddos like Sheldon, he's been here for a couple weeks. He started showing signs of an upper respiratory, so we immediately put him in ISO just to make sure we can keep anything he might have from being spread to everybody else, but also enable us to get him well faster. So yeah, kind of new kids, old kids, kind of depends on what's going on around here. Thank you for the great question. Todd, hello. Todd, Rick, and Pluto, hello. How are you? Good to see you guys here. Michelle, thank you for the compliment. We love bringing you Pug TV once a week. All right, you guys, I think I covered everything that I could. You guys, thank you so very much for helping us with our holiday drive last month. As you know, we have wonderful donors who are going to match donations up to $25,000, and we did meet that goal. And every last penny literally will be used to the care of in-house kiddos and kiddos to come. As you may or may not know, we helped save 388 pugs and pug mixes last year, which is more than one a day. And it looks like, as Gwen said, we're on track to probably do those kind of numbers or more for 2024. So thank you so very much just for all of your support, whether it is donating financially or donating from our Amazon wish list or just sharing our posts and getting these kids networked. We really appreciate each and every one of you, and just know that every single penny goes to the care of these kids, and we wouldn't be able to do half of what we've done or save half of these kiddos without you. So thank you so much, and as always, thanks for hanging out with me on a Tuesday night. I know it's probably late for a lot of you. Thanks for hanging out, and again, hope you all are doing well. I hope 2024 is the best year you all have had yet, and we'll definitely get back to you next Tuesday. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.